maybe Umla, they recite longer mantra, longer version of it. It's a little bit earlier. All my friends, two of them now. Are you in Colorado? Are you in Colorado?
No, I'm in Lima, Peru, visiting my dad and family, but I'll be back in Colorado August 29th.
Oh, you are in Peru. Okay.
Yes, for now, yes, I am right now. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are reciting Medicine Buddha mantra. Okay.
Okay, good. Okay.
Think about your family member, all the people who are like struggling, having an issue with health and mind, addictions, all of that. Okay. So we dedicated this mantra recitation for well-being of all those people.
The verse of praise and the mantra are on page 34, at least the short mantra is on, but the verse of praise is on page 34. Bhagawan with equal compassion for all, whose name when merely heard dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispel of disease and the three poisons. I prostrate to medicine Buddha, lapis light. So now I'm going to go to the, oh, here it is. Okay. So we have, this is a long mantra that's on the screen. I don't think it's in the gold prayer book, the long one. So maybe you can say 7 of those out loud, and then the short one until the last, the 100.
Maybe say all of them long.
Long one? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Bhikkhave Guru Bedurya Tabarazaya Tathagata Arhate Samyaksam Buddhaya Teata Om Bhikkhave Maham Bhikkhave Raja Samugate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Bhikkhave Guru Bedurya Tabarazaya Tathagata Arhate Samyaksam Buddhaya Teata Om Bhikkhave Maham Bhikkhave Raja Samugate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Bhikkhave Guru Bedurya Tabarazaya Tathagata Arhate Samyaksam Buddhaya Teata Om Bhikkhave Maham Bhikkhave Raja Samugate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Bhikkhave Guru Bedurya Tabarazaya Tathagata Arhate Samyaksam Buddhaya Teata Om Bhikkhave Maham Bhikkhave Raja Samugate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Bhikkhave Guru Bedurya Tabarazaya Tathagata Arhate Samyaksam Buddhaya Teata Om Bhikkhave Maham Bhikkhave Raja Samugate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Bhikkhave Guru Bedurya Tabarazaya Tathagata Arhate Samyaksam Buddhaya Teata Om Bhikkhave Maham Bhikkhave Raja Samugate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Bhikkhave Guru Bedurya Tabarazaya Tathagata Arhate Samyaksam Buddhaya Teata Om Bhikkhave Maham Bhikkhave Raja Samugate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Bhikkhave Guru Bedurya Tabarazaya Tathagata Arhate Samyaksam Buddhaya
Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze
Bekanze
Raja Samogate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Bekanze
Guru
Guru
Bedirya
Tambarazaya Tathagata Arhate
Samyaksam
Samyasam
Buddhaya
Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha
Bekanze
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 Raja Samogate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate
Bekanze
Guru Benduya Tambarazaya
Tathagata
Arhate Samyasam Buddhaya Teata Om
Bekanze Bekanze
Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja
Samugate
Samogate
Soha
Om Namo Bhagavate Bekanze Guru Benduya
Tabarazaya
Tambarazaya
Tathagata
Arhate Samyasam Buddhaya Teata Om
Bekanze
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 Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja
Samugate
Samogate
Soha
Om Namo Bhagavate Bekanze Guru Benduya Tambarazaya
Tabarazaya
Tathagata Arhate Samyasam
Buddhaya
Teata Om
Bekanze
Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze
Bekanze
Raja Samogate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate
Bekanze
Bekanze
Guru Bedirya
Tambarazaya Tathagata Arhate Samyasam
Buddhaya
Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha
Bekanze
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 Raja Samogate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Bekanze
Guru
Guru
Bedirya
Tambarazaya Tathagata Arhate
Samyaksam
Samyasam
Buddhaya
Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze
Bekanze
Raja Samogate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Bekanze
Guru
Guru
Bedirya
Tambarazaya Tathagata Arhate Samyasam
Buddhaya
Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze
Bekanze
Raja Samogate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate
Bekanze
Bekanze
Guru Bedirya
Tambarazaya Tathagata Arhate Samyasam Buddhaya Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze
Bekanze
Raja Samogate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Bekanze Guru Benduya
Tabarazaya
Tathagata Arhate Samyasam Buddhaya Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze
Bekanze
Raja Samogate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Bekanze
Guru
Guru
Bedirya
Tambarazaya Tathagata Arhate
Samyaksam
Samyasam
Buddhaya
Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze
Bekanze
Raja Samogate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate
Bekanze
Bekanze
Guru
Guru
Bedirya
Tambarazaya Tathagata Arhate Samyasam
Buddhaya
Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha
Bekanze
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 Raja Samogate Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Bekanze
Guru
Guru
Bedirya
Tambarazaya Tathagata Arhate
Samyaksam
Samyasam Buddha
Buddhaya
Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze
Bekanze Raja
Raja
Samugate
Samogate
Soha
Om
Om Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Bekanze
Bekanze
Guru Bedirya Tabarazaya Tathagataya
Tathagata
Arhate
Arhate
Samyaksam
Samyasam
Buddhaya
Buddha
Teata
Teata
Om Bekanze Maha Bekanze
Raja
Raja
Samogate
Samugate Soha Gewadi Nududak Sanyemen La Dukyune Doa Chikyang Malupa Dei Sala Gepasho. May all who are sick and ill quickly be free from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may they never occur again. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. So please turn to page 35 in the Gold Prayer Book, and we'll recite the 7 limb prayer. Gosum gupe gone chatselo nye tu chodi malubu tomene sadi tu tam cheshak ke pagewanam la sheirang Korwa matom badule june dola cheki koro korwa dang da shengenam chanchu chenpo no. Now 97 and 98 for the short mandala offering and the request to turn the wheel of Dharma. Saji perki jushi metog tamri rablinji ni degen padi sangye jingdu mikte hua idokun namdak shingla chepashok jetsun lama dampa kenam kichur kukala kense chujintri jita tsampe Dujetsima la jab Gerche Charpawab to sir idam guru ratamadalakam niryatayami. The refuge in bodhicitta prayer. Chedan soki chonam la janchu badu dani kyapsuchi dagi chenyengi pesanam gi dola pencher sangye rupa shok. Chedan soki chonam la janchu badu dani kyapsuchi dagi chenyengi pesanam gi dola pencher sangye rupa shok. Chedan soki chonam la janchu badu nani kyapsuchi dagi chenyengi pesanam gi dola pencher sangye rupa shok.
Namo la yega dano dani yega demo nami yega nano doga kunja namo jodama. Tamje ke don dake chö den do kange tukse nyeso ne bawa tamje. Tabe jene den zema godam de na changze. Good evening. Welcome back to class. Good evening, all my friends on Zoom. Also, good evening, anybody watching on YouTube. Hopefully today this is the last class of patience. So no more patience. The patience is almost done. Jimbe lelan jube jumze mangshins. There are many reasons why one should be more generous, or engage into the practice of generosity. So many reasons. Because there are underprivileged people are everywhere. Or there are so many of them. Tele do de nganzo kondo lane nganzo seba nyamle kanzo kondo lane. So what it means? It means that there's no shortage of the object when it comes down on practicing generosity. There are many underprivileged people everywhere. So there's no shortage of the object to practice your generosity. But when it comes down on practicing patience, object is not that many, not many as the underprivileged people. So, nganzu kondo lan, nganzu kondo lan, nganzu soba nyamche leki, testing our patience is not many as like underprivileged people in the world. So there are only some that test our patience, not many. Particularly particularly if you don't cause problem for others, more likely people will not cause you any problems. Therefore, object of practicing patience is very limited, very limited. Therefore, this is hard things to do, but there's a lot of benefit. So the object of our patient is very rare, it's very little, number-wise is very little. So therefore, whenever you encounter object of your patience, so here His Holiness Dalai Lama is saying that we should be grateful, but that's hard thing to do. But if you can do that, like same. The questions, how you practice patience, If nobody's annoying you, irritating you, you can practice. You cannot practice patience. That's the fact. You can only practice patience if somebody's getting under your skin or annoying, irritating you. So there's a reason, there is good reason that why we should appreciate. someone who's irritating you, appreciate. There's good reason, but practically it's not that easy. It's not that easy. So therefore, till you reach that level, I think it's very important to contemplate the downside of anger. Reading this Shantideva's Guide to Buddhism Way of Life, chapter number 6, where Shantideva talks in very depth how to manage your anger in that chapter. So, at the beginning, recalling the downside of anger, reflecting on the downside of anger, make sure not just knows, make sure you understand, not just understand, and make sure that you realize the downside of anger. So maybe that will help you to, maybe you to not to get angry, even though some case, if you get angry but not remain as angry, not getting angry, remaining as angry, that's much worse than getting angry, than being, how is it, being angry or remaining angry. So like, some people say, oh, it's okay to get angry. I think it's not okay to get angry because it's not helpful. If somebody says, oh, it's okay to being unhelpful, that doesn't sound good. If somebody says, oh, it's okay to be unhelpful, doesn't sound good. Same thing. If some people say it's okay to get angry, the same thing. Ultimately, the same thing. Same thing. It's not okay to get angry. But if you get angry, so then make sure you don't remain as angry. That's more important, like why I get angry. We already discussed that. First, initial stage, that you need to know and you need to understand. So that understanding need to transform into realizations. You need to realize that you are not free from disturbing thought. You need to understand that. You need to admit that I'm not free from anger. Therefore, you should be more careful because you are not free from anger. Therefore, there's always risk that you may get angry. Once you get angry, instead of blaming yourself, you need to understand you are not free from anger. So first, you need to know that you are not free from anger. You need to understand you are not free from anger. You need to realize, you need to recognize that you are not free from anger. That knowledge helps you to be mindful. There's always risk that I may get angry because I'm not free from anger. That's the first thing. Object close by, or someone's trying to do something that you don't like, say something, moving things that you don't like to move around, all kinds of things. It's not like 1,000 miles away, it's right there, close by. You are not free from, you realize you are not free from anger. Object close by, saying, doing, physical doing something, verbally saying something is close by. So then, experiencing that, seeing that, being in that environment, so then we have tendency, we always do, we have to admit, we always do have tendency to exaggerate things. Whether we like or not, that is the fact that needs to be taken into account. Taken into account. So when you start to exaggerate, so now that cause conditions for anger is almost now completing, almost completing. So you get angry. That's why you get angry. That's why you get attached. That's why you get jealous. All of that. First, not being free. Second, object close by. Third, exaggerate. So then disturbing thought will rise because all the conditions been complete. Something will rise. Flower will grow. Plant will grow because everything's all the conditions there. So when the conditions complete, something will happen. Something will happen. In this case, anger. So therefore, need to be mindful all the time. There's always risk till we completely liberated ourselves from anger. No more risk. No matter what people do, the cause, the condition for anger will be never ever going to be complete because anger is gone. No matter what, verbally, physically, you'll never get angry because you managed to free yourself from anger. So no matter what people do, you don't get angry. Still then, always need to be vigilant, mindful. There's always tendency to get angry. So then slowly you realize that getting angry is not good for my mind, for my happiness, physical comfort, mental comfort. When it comes along, that anger is not healthy at all. It's very unhealthy things. So then you realize that now you have realizations. You recognize that. First you kind of know, but you really don't understand. So now second time you kind of understood. And the third, you kind of recognize that. So then you are being mindful. That means now you slowly learning how to protect my peace of mind. You're learning. So therefore, you are always like vigilant, mindful. When it comes down your peace of mind, that you learn quite well how to protect. Even though you get angry, but you like won't last 30 seconds after that's finished. You are no longer thinking about. You are not longer being angry because your anger lasts only 30 seconds after that finish. So then remaining angry is not good. So there's something to keep in mind. So then slowly maybe we'll get to the level that we can probably appreciate someone who's annoying you. There's always possibility you can do that in practical level, but not right now. It's too hard. Tewe ngawe madu besa chimtu tenni junga taras. Chanchu chube tro chube dagi dalang gawachas. Tewe ngawe madu be chimtu tenni junga taras. Chanchu chube tro chube dagi dalang gawachas.
Verse 107, like a treasure found at home, enriching me without fatigue. Enemies are helpers in the bodhisattva life. They should be a pleasure and a joy to me.
Ngawe madu means like sometimes wealth happen within the family without much effort. Now here the translation shouldn't be fatigue. Fatigue is like without effort, not like, or maybe with very little effort, getting something within the family with very little effort or almost no effort. So the fatigue, I think that's like, I think misunderstood the word now.
There's another translation in the other book. It says, without any effort on my part to obtain it.
That's much better translations, yeah. When we practice patience towards someone being unreasonable or maybe being just, I say, hard, harsh, the result for practicing patience towards someone being unreasonable or being like annoying, irritating. So, so we should dedicate the merit they created by practicing patience towards someone who's being irritating you, dedicate that merit for that person to be free from anger. Anger, no matter you hold, person who's irritating you holds is pain. It's pain that somebody's angry, that person is that person is in pain. When you get angry, you are in pain. So when you are in pain, it's hard thing to do something good. It's very hard to do something good. Same thing that's happening to a person who's irritating you, or person whom you irritated and angry. So that person is in pain. So you can expect that person will do something good. Hard, very hard. Possible, but very hard. Jinze kaya shanan daoni gewe devoti juru, daoni gewe devoti juru means. Why I should dedicate my merit for that person who's irritating me? The merit that you generated by practicing patience is because of him or her. Otherwise, you can't practice patience. So because of him or her being like difficult, irritating you, then it gives you the opportunity to practice patience. So when you practice patience, you create merit. So then you should dedicate that merit to that person for overcome from disturbing thought. Because the first step, merit that you created, contributed, not intentionally, but contributed from person who's irritating you. Then having all this mindset, then you will be completely protected from anger. That's 100% sure. Whether this hard things to put into practice or not, but all this practice is designed to protect your peace of mind. Not just that, increase your confidence into practicing patience. That's what it does. There's no debate. That's 100% sure. Konzo nganzu seve nyamle la kuwa chebe kuno meshindu nganzu konzo ngowa cheda chabi islamsina. So then the argument arises, why? Because these people who are irritating me has no intentions to help me at all. They have zero intentions to help me. So why I should dedicate my merit to their well-being? Yeah, argument, right? No, that's like reasonable argument. Why I should dedicate my merit practicing patience towards them? Because they have zero intentions to benefiting me. They have zero intentions. Argument. One could think like that. You can blame one could think like that. But yina yangche nganches nguboshilo sidung chaguna nganche nguboshilo sidung chaguna tela kulunshi yogasamsa. So now the counter argument here, Titong means like seeing something very important, something, this is very important piece of art. This is very like antique, has been around thousands of years, very unique, very rare. This is precious, that's like seeing something wonderful, important, something like that. Zitong. But object doesn't have to have intentions. When you are doing that, you are considering that object is very precious, very rare, very important, very precious. But object doesn't have to have any intentions. You to do that. Object doesn't need any intentions. We do that with the other like object. So from objects there's no intentions to deserve that kind of like respect or like views. Doesn't indirectly what is saying like your argument is like the person who's irritating me doesn't have zero intentions, does not have any intention to benefit me. Why I should dedicate my marriage to that? So same, why you view something so precious and so why you treat some object very carefully, respectfully, for like temple doesn't have intentions. The holy place doesn't have intentions, but you treated them with very respect, but they don't have any intentions. The intention is the living being things. It's not that intention doesn't belong to object. It's like living being things. Pena tambi chu jing go den da lam de. Pena tambi chu ji go den da lam de. Den ji yuan nang za. De la ngang zu pen do bi kulong shi mes. So now another example. Tambi chu Buddha Dharma Sangha, Buddha Dharma Sangha, Dharma, conventional Dharma, the ultimate Dharma. Ultimate Dharma refers to is the mental qualities, path, and the cessations, path. The cessation is the result of the path that lead to the cessations. Path, patience, for example, it's a patience, it's the path. Cessation is the freedom from anger that could be the cessations. These are is considered as a Dharma, Buddha Dharma Sangha, Onda Dharma Sangha. So same like this path has no intentions. Cessation has no intentions. But we pay homage to Dharma, we pay homage to Buddha Dharma Sangha, we pay homage to Buddha Dharma Sangha, we show respect. So now this two example, meaning why these two example, what we need to get out of those two examples is object doesn't always necessarily to have intentions to benefit us. For example, like precious antique things, Dharma, Buddha Dharma, Sangha, Dharma, not the Buddha Dharma, Sangha is living being, has intention, Buddha is living being, has intention. Dharma is not living being, doesn't have intention, but we pay homage, we show respect. So that's what the meaning is like, object doesn't have to have intentions. So still you can dedicate your merit, you can appreciate, even though they have no intentions to benefit you, it very much looks like the object is just trying to irritate you, that's all. Yeah, this looks like that. Probably it is like that. So based on that reason, you should not stop dedicating your merit to that person to be free from anger. Because very merit that you created practicing patience towards that person is contributed by that person's discomfort, emotional stress, so it's all of that. Nganju ta dong dao chu samshin do neba chebe kunzo ngwa che miyo ba samsi. That's the one should think like that, why I should dedicate, why I should be kind, why I should be respectful, loving, because that person is just irritating me. That one could think like that. But when chansa, minnam ni membatar chamda niji ina, minnam ni membatar chamda niji ina, nganju seba jantu. If everybody is so kind, loving, caring, then how you are going to practice patience? How? Impossible now. Everybody is so nice, so kind. How are you going to practice patience? Impossible. One way to think. How are you going to practice patience? Membership nganzo minju chebe dumba changnes. Kabzada shaju cheba yana kangla minju tong nganzo kuni dawo the sanju. Then there's another argument. How come that the physicians, doctors, when they that's what they do. They treat people. They treat. That's what they're good at. They treat people. They try to heal people. So treatment is always not smooth. Some case needs to cut up your limbs to save your life, open up your bodies. Yeah, so not every treatment is very smooth. But we don't get angry. We don't get angry towards them because we believe they are doing something good for you. So see, just thinking about this life, just focusing on this life, just thinking about this life based on this body, solution for our problem is going to be very, very limited, very, very limited. Because our problem is much, much bigger than this life. Our complication is much bigger than this life. So if we just focus on this life, so then the solution for our problem is very limited. So then that's not really good. No, that's not really good. So here, because ultimately we believe those physicians or doctors, they are doing something good, even though it's very painful, like, like putting a needle into your flesh. It's not pleasant feeling. It's like it hurts. It hurts. But deep down, it's for good cause. Good cause. Same thing, practicing patience. The person is like causing you pain, but it's for your growth. That's the one way to look at it. It's for your growth, your inner growth, your spiritual growth. That is what it is. But we don't look at it from that angle. We don't look at that from that angle. We just see the person who is irritating you is just evil. That's why you get angry. You just see evil, then you get evil. So that, anger. So we don't see anything good, even though there's possibility. There's another way to look at the situations to your own benefit, but we don't. Same like, even though it's causing some pain, same like physicians causing so much pain, a lot of pain, side effect or medications, side effect. Do you ever get angry with the medications? No, it cause all kind of side effect. But ultimately it's like for your health. So that's why. So a different way to look at, okay? Major tangaps. Yeah, cutting your finger, limbs, like nowadays people have some kind of cancer, they put it cut from here, then they put it here. It's all painful, it's not good, but it's doing something good. Even though you're losing some part of the skin here, then you're going to have going to benefit somewhere here. So all like that. Nganzi nobody ever thinks, unless you're a child, nobody ever thinks your physician is your enemy. 대대지 먼저 콜라트는 세번냠스 리미트죠. 콘돌랑면서 삼주면은 therefore we don't get angry with them, so therefore we cannot practice patience. 대대지 먼저 콜라트는 세번냠스. We don't see as our physician as an enemy, so therefore we don't get angry. So then there's no possibility to practice patience. 공주 만주 공라 때문에 세번을 믿었어. 왜냐 다워치 만주 차와집이 꾸누예비 진짜지 만주 공주 때문에 세번을 렌트주서. 다워치 만주 차와집이 꾸누예비 진짜지. The difference between physicians and the enemy. The physician has positive intentions to heal you, to make you healthier. Therefore, the primary intention is to make you healthier. So the treatment, actual treatment, even though it's kind of painful, losing part of your limb, part of your skin, cutting up all of that, but you still, you recognize the primary intentions is to helping you. Therefore, you don't get angry. So therefore, you don't need to practice patience towards your physicians. Other way around, the enemy that have intentions to irritate you, make you feel bad, unhappy, they have intentions. Because of their intentions, you get an opportunity to practice patience. Practice patience. Because of their intentions, you should not look at, oh, they have like ill will towards me, why I should dedicate my merit to them. Because of their ill will, it kind of provides you opportunity to practice patience. We don't practice patience towards anybody who cause pain, physical pain. For example, like physicians cause a lot of physical pain, but we don't get angry because we realize the ultimate intention is to benefit you. But other way around, the enemies, right from the beginning, you know they have like ill will. They are like they have negative intentions. That's why they're irritating you. Because of their negative intentions, acknowledgement of their negative intentions, then it gives you opportunity to practice patience. So then there's the growth, the spiritual growth, mental quality, inner qualities, patience. So that patience will help down the road. That patience will help you to deal with bigger problems. Able to tolerate small difficulties helps you to deal with bigger difficulties down the road. If you cannot tolerate small difficulties, it's almost impossible to tolerate bigger problems. So that's the practicing patience with one person will help you to maybe practice patience towards some other people down the road. So because of your acknowledgement of their ill will or negative intentions. 다비에 콘종 먼저 세워지고 꾸노예비 준진지 먼저 콘종된 세바 냠수 렌트 주스. But this is it's not like once a while you think, once a blue moon you think, then daily basis you don't. It's not like that. We've been like reflecting again and again and being consistent with that practice of anger is not good. Any circumstance, the anger always is considered as a pain. It is always pain. If somebody says it's not pain, not true. Anger has been pain. It's always going to be pain. So therefore, if you want to help yourself, no matter any circumstance, try your best not to cause any pain to yourself. So getting angry means causing pain to yourself. That's all. Not different different words, same meaning, causing pain. Oh, so that's, yeah. Or you could say, I don't want to cause pain to myself. That word can be, that's what you call verbally practicing. I don't want to cause pain to myself. Or maybe saying in mind, I don't want to cause any pain to myself. If somebody's shouting, you are just saying in your mentally repeating that word, I don't want to cause any pain. So you are protected. You see anger as just pain, that's all. Nothing else, just pain. Any circumstance, no good, no good. Chila pabjang, dagini gawi ini two missions. Chila pabjang. Chila pabjang means no matter what. Where same chapter number 6, same chapter, Shantideva said, Chila pabjang dagini so. Shentang sungu same chana ini shiwa nyaminjus. If you harbor pain, what is that? Anger. If you get angry, that means you are harboring pain. Shentang sungu same chana. If you harbor this painful mind, there will be no peace of mind. It's gone. There will be no physical comfort. There will be no mental happiness. It's gone, long before gone. I'm not able to sleep. They may just lose ability to judge, lose ability to make better choice. Or judgmental, positive judgmental minds long before gone. No appetite. So now I know, not just know, I now understood, finally understood, not just that I recognize, I realize. Now I have realizations. What anger is, all pain, then nothing. That's the realization I have. Therefore, now, chila pabjan dagini, no matter what, chila pabjan dagini gawe, my comfort mind, comfort, my delightful mind, comfort mind, gawe, happy mind, delightful mind, comfort mind, I'm not going to destroy that. No matter what kind of circumstance, no matter what, I'm not going to destroy that. So that's the conclusion that you reach, conclusion that you understood. That's the conclusion that you reach, practicing, seeing anger is a just pain, nothing more. Nothing more than pain. Anger is not nothing more than pain. You recognize, you have now realization. Therefore, you reach to the conclusion, no matter what, I will not destroy it. My delightful mind, comfort mind, happy mind, no matter what. Two measures. So it's here in the chapter number 6, somewhere. So that's what I mean, Shantideva, because the managing anger is not easy. Therefore, chapter number 6 has more page than any other chapter. This book has Guide to Buddhist Way of Life, has 10 chapters. The chapter number 6 has more page. Why? Because this is like teaching you how to deal with your anger. Not easy. It's not easy. So therefore, there's more chapters. So there's like dense information, step by step, how to manage your anger. Very detailed, total study, research has been done by Master Shantideva. So if we read that, contemplate, review in our day-to-day life, you will be free from anger. 100% sure. There's no questions. 100% sure you will get less angry, you will end up with more patients. That is the result. That is the result. There's no debate is needed. That is the result. If we study the chapter number 6, read and contemplate, review, yeah. So this is the best public text, best mechanism we can ever find in Buddhism. Chapter number 6. Tebe rabdu dangsem nas, tene seba chebe nas. Teni sebe gyuyimbe tambe chuni cheba yus. Tiishi simjin shingdangni gyawe shingshi tube songsu. Dita guchi mangbushi, dita punzo paroshinis. Oh yeah. So this is very good. Yeah.
Verse 111. Thus, since patient acceptance is produced and dependence upon one with a very hateful mind, that person should be worthy of veneration, just like the sacred Dharma, because they are a cause of patience.
Nothing to debate. It's all truth. It's all truth. Okay.
Oh, next one.
Next one.
Self-off. Therefore, the Mighty One has said that the field of sentient beings is similar to a Buddha field, for many who have pleased them have thereby reached perfection. That was verse 112.
Simjen namdan gyawale sanje chudu jawala jala kushin deshindo simjen lami chi sulus. Same thing, same is boils on, same meaning. We have tendency to show great respect to Buddha, Bodhisattva, all the deities, but when it comes down on sentient beings, normal people, we don't show much respect. And the Shantideva don't understand that kind of like behavior. Shantideva said, your enlightenment, that you will reach, it's only a matter of time. One day you will reach your full enlightenment, equally depending on Buddha and sentient beings. Just depending on Buddha, you are not going to get enlightened. You need sentient beings. Without sentient beings, there will be no enlightenment. And of course, there will be no, how you can practice 6 perfections. How are you going to practice generosity if there's no sentient beings around? So that's what is saying is in ultimately what it's saying is like showing respect for everyone is highly advised. So that's the last step. I think the same meaning. Oh yeah, the commentary from his own language. Sonam so se shingla niyobas. Probably you heard this merit field. Merit field. Field, literally, you grow something. You grow vegetables, flowers, plant, potato, all kinds of things you grow. And this here, merit field, it's not like flower and potato grows. Here, the merit grows, merit grows. That's why it's like same like field. That's what it's called merit field, where based in that field, what is grow? Merit grow, positive energy grows. That's why it's called merit field. So there's 2. Sanje Jishin, the Simji Shins, enlightened beings, sentient beings, 2 of them, is considered as a field where all the positive energy of merit grows. We created merit based on sentient beings. Chanju same compared to increasing bodhicitta, you need very much need sentient beings. Without that, there will be no bodhicitta. Prajin toki nyamle, the practice of 6 perfections will be no, you can practice. Without sentient beings, you can practice. You know, yeah, we think very seriously for something negative. We think so seriously. We don't think when it comes down to merit, we don't think that seriously. No. We only think very seriously when something comes down negative things. Negatively, we think very seriously. When it comes down something positive, we don't think very seriously. So that is the problem. So, if you give something to someone, it gives you happiness. Because the object, if there's no object, there will be no feeling good. Feeling good about giving something will not be there. If there's nobody to give. But we don't think like that. Without object, feeling good about giving something is impossible. Without object feeling good about giving something, that feeling will be impossible to generate if there's no object. So we don't think like that, but that's very true. That's very true. It's very true. It's very true. Simjian la, simjian la, tini givele sobas. We create a merit based on sentient beings. Very true. Chanjo sem completo, increasing bodhicitta, based sentient beings very much needed. Practice of bodhisattva did 6 perfections. Sentient beings is very much needed. Other is very much needed. Nyangde ngundu cheba. Achieving moksha, nirvana, without others is impossible. So now practical level, without others, there will be nothing to enjoy. Like, did you make this cloth? I didn't make this cloth. Somebody made this cloth. Somebody saw. Somebody printed this book. Everything here, the floor, everything, the glass, the water you drink. I didn't bring this water. If you live in the countryside of Nepal, probably you need to go down miles and miles to get your water, your drinking water. It's here, just here. The glass, and also like every single joy we experience day-to-day life is due to the kindness of other sentient beings. Without others, there will be nothing. But we don't think like that. Yeah. What's the benefit? Oh, positive thought. These are positive thought. These are healthy thought. These are healthy mind. You have healthy mind, your life will be better off. If you have unhealthy mind, like I deserve, I pay. What do you get? Nothing. Why I appreciate? I pay for this, I pay for that. You may earn a bunch of money with your pocket in the middle of the islands, there's nothing to buy. What does your money worth? Nothing. You can eat it. So now you realize, without other, there'll be no food. There'll be no chocolate chip cookie from the Whole Food. You probably could go to Whole Food. You could drive there. If there's no gas, you can't drive. If nobody makes car, how you can? We don't think like that. We don't think there's so many possibilities every single day that you could gain some positive mindset, but we don't. We don't think like that. So then, when it comes down something negative, then we spend so much time, so we think again. So now you wonder why life gets so complicated. Why life gets so complicated? Yeah, our mind is already complicated, then our mind makes more complicated. So no, it's all unfortunate. Simjenam seme ningje gomitulaso. Simjenam meti. Yeah, without other, you can talk about compassion. Practical level, there will be no compassion. Without other, there will be no compassion. There will be no patience. Nothing. Ninjime. Ninjime is no compassion means no Buddhahood, no enlightenment. There will be no enlightenment. Ninjime. Zobe sanji kuma topituji. Shiva nyandiji la tum. Achieving moksha, enlightenment, all of them. There will be nothing. Therefore, Lamji Toba dan Zobe Sanji Kumbaniza, every single realization, including enlightenment, Buddhahood, equally depending on enlightened beings and sentient beings, equally depending on them, not just the holy beings. Sentient beings very much needed. Sanje ni chodan simje ni meshi shi ni teni los even nudruchins. It's a big mistake distinguish between Buddha and normal ordinary beings. These are equally needed for your full enlightenment. Without one of them, it's impossible. Impossible. Even more sentient beings. Without that, many basic practice is impossible. So therefore, should not make distinguish. These both are very much needed. Without one of them, it's impossible. Why this is all in his commentary, and the Shantideva said it very clearly, as I quoted. Sanje Nanda Simjenanda Jawales. Simjenanda, Simjim is sentient beings. Jawa, Victor One, Buddhahood, same thing. Sanje Chudrup, Buddhahood, enlightenment, equally important, both of them. Showing respect to Buddha, not showing respect to sentient beings, is not correct. It's not correct. It's not the right things to do. So now he's only saying the same thing. Why we why we don't show respect to ordinary beings. These are all like, I think like every problem that we face as a human, all the answer is already there, but we don't implement. That's why we are not free from all the complications. We are still experiencing, according to Buddha Dharma, we experienced it multiple times. Beginning this time, we are still experiencing, probably it's going to continue if you don't stop the cycle. So, so now like thinking, meditation means subdue disturbing thought. That is the purpose or meaning or power of meditation is purpose, meaning, the purpose. The power of meditation is to subdue disturbing thought, subdue. Why? Life will be much better off. Life will be much, much better off with less disturbing thought. More positive thought, life will be much better. Less complicated. Even though environment that you are living is filled with the complication, that your life doesn't have to be like that. Understand? Your life doesn't have to be like that. Even though you are living in the environment filled with the complications, but your life doesn't have to be like one of them. Your life can be very peaceful because you learn how to think positive, and you learn how to subdue disturbing thought. Even in the samsara, your life will be much, much better off. So that is the power of meditations. That is the meaning of meditation. That is the purpose of meditation. That's why you do meditations, to subdue disturbing thought. Looking for better life, nothing wrong, nothing wrong. Everybody's looking for better life, but using wrong mechanism to achieve, using the wrong mechanism to achieve. That's why instead of getting better, it's getting more complicated, more complicated. Sambe yunde rangi minji debu leyi te tsungpas, simchen namla yunde yu teje teta nyamba yins. Yeah, Ramula.
Verse 114, their aims are not, of course, alike, but it is by their fruit that they must be compared. This then is the excellence of living beings' qualities. Beings and the Buddhas are indeed the same.
That's nothing much to say. Simchen da, sanje da simchen in the susu yunde chane chipakala is. Rain chance. Yeah, same thing. Water. Same water that's been drink like 5 centuries ago, same water, there's no different water, same thing. Now it's poured in the glass, now it's poured into cup, now it's poured into silver, now it's poured into brass, now it's poured into gold. Different container, but same water. Water is not different, same. Teaching is the same thing. Or a person who is practicing, or some of them probably practice so well, so they like they kind of become like the container is changed. Same piece of stone. I touch, pass down to you. You touch, pass down. Different understanding. The person who's holding maybe have different understanding what is up about the environment. Or there's one second person who wrote a book about environment have a little bit better knowledge. Somebody who's really practicing environment. So they're different, but the stone is the same thing, same stone, touched by different people, same things, stone same, like that. Teaching has been same since the Buddha taught 2,500, almost 600 years ago. Teaching has been same, but it's been poured down like different vessels, different containers. Now the teaching that's going to this container is the same water, same thing. It's not different. 다 심지어다 완전 심지어나 때문에 손놈지 소소는 선지지 공방고도 제고가 임베 심지어다 선지다 심지니 집어 임베 셔버. So that's why equally important. So 시야 요메 니인주 신자 편바 밤에 제남라 심지 구자 마도 강시키 강시 시야 강시 시행강식이 레르주스 강가 대외 tumnam 제주시스 강란는 미치 중주로스 대다 가베 투바 군제신 대란느지 투라 녀바치스. Yeah, so then Lamla 2 stanza.
Verse 119, as the Buddhas are my constant friends, boundless in the benefits they bring me, how else may I repay their goodness but by making living beings happy? Verse 122, Buddhas are made happy by the joy of beings. They sorrow and lament when beings suffer. Making beings happy, I please the Buddhas also. Offending them, the Buddhas also I offend.
So we need to learn how to take our time, breathe, take our time, analyze thoroughly, then we react. We shouldn't react right away. So we don't know, because there's always risk. So this is very important. There's always risk. Why? First, I'm not free from disturbing thought. That needs to be taken into account seriously. I'm not There's always risk. The great risk that I may get angry. There's always a risk. Need to understand that very carefully. Object close by, need to be aware. Somebody from the group going to say something that you may not like, how you deal. Don't just explode. Take your time. Calculate precisely. Think about your delightful mind, your peace of mind, your happy mind. Think first that, how to protect that. So then react. Don't just react how to destroy their peace of mind. You may be thinking, oh, I'm destroying their peace of mind. Indirectly, you're completely destroying your mind, peace of mind. Same thing. So that's why precise calculations needed, very much needed. Why in the group there somebody's going to say something that I don't like? Why? Complicated. Why in the group somebody that don't like me? Complicated. There's no easy answer. It's complicated. The best thing to be vigilant, be mindful all the time. Understand there's a great risk I may get, my peace of mind get disturbed. Be aware of it, be mindful about that. That's the best thing to do. Instead of like wondering why that person don't like me, you'll probably never find the answer. Complication. That's why it's called complication. So, Tamara, you read the next two stanza? Finish? No. That one just read fast. If you are taking refuge in Buddha, so we should show some respect. Ram is hope. What is the Buddha's hope? Buddha's hope is to see all of us be liberated, completely liberated, or get enlightened. That's what they hope. That's the hope. So, if you consider yourself a Buddhist, if you're taking refuge in Buddha Dharma Sangha, so then you should also show some respect for Buddha's hope. That's like your enlightenment. That's Buddha's hope. Your everlasting freedom, that's Buddha's hope. Show some respect for that. Don't just say, I go for refuge in Buddha. Don't just stop there. Show some respect. Find out what is Buddha's hoping. Buddha's hoping every living being on this planet be liberated, be achieve enlightenment. That's their ultimate hope. So then show some respect for that hope. 지대 파베 안주 쳐야나 지대 안주 노야 안주 지대 파베 지대 파베 초베 쳐나야스 안주 수수 초베 쳐남다 렌데라 뜸만데 지대식레스 within the mundane life 수 초베 쳐남다 what is it like walking with friends, interests, walking with the friend's interest is a reasonable thing to do. It's a reasonable thing to do. That's true. That behavior is considered something gentle, something good. Ngazu towas chonam da redo la tumbanis. Tum is like I say, walking with somebody's interest, like interest. Some walking with Dream is like what's in English? Yeah, it's like or someone says, I want to go here, so then it's okay, we'll go here, like what do you call, what do you say, going along, you know. This is considered as good things, not considered the horrible things. You know. Sambrichoba means like gentle deed, gentle actions. That's what it's called. Church in other hand. We say I take refuge from Buddha Dhamma Sangha from bottom of my heart. So then when it comes down to our behavior, we don't like, as I said, that's very important, the first part. Don't just take refuge in Buddha, show some respect for their hope, what they are hoping. They are hoping for you to be liberated, you to be enlightened. How you do that? Being pessimistic, being negative. Nobody got enlightened in the past, being negative, being pessimistic. Nobody going to get enlightened anytime soon in this life, present moment. Nobody going to get enlightened doing that. So that's what it means, show some respect for their hope. What they're hoping, you to be kind, loving, compassionate, or think something positive, think about precious human life, have some faith in yourself, recognize that you have Buddha nature, and understand that you are going to get enlightened if you put some effort. Those are their hope. Then show some respect. Oh, so that's what it means. So show some respect. So then it's going to be the same as like, oh, my best friend. I want to do this. No, I don't want to do that. I want to eat this. No, I don't want to eat that. Everything that friends hope that you goes against. Just saying from your mouth, my best friend. It doesn't have no substance. Word has no substance. It doesn't mean anything. Every single thing that person say, you goes against. You don't show any respect. So showing respect to that is considered as a good thing, even in mundane world, good thing. The spiritual world, showing some respect for Buddha's enlightened hope is good things. It's good things. Means like, you know, as not they're saying don't cut, you become shorter. Don't cut, you become shorter. So that's why I said this kind of advice, same thing. Don't have the what do you call this equipment that kind of makes wood. Huh? No, on the wood, there you go, you kind of like, you go like this, the wood comes out, so it make it like smooth. Flame? Yeah. There's some saying there, don't use too much flame, you become thinner. Don't cut, you become shorter. They don't want you to become shorter. So that if you're cutting, so they are saying, don't cut, you should not cut. You know, like that, they are saying, it's not in the teaching, there's some expression like that. So now this is very important here. This is very important. Don't just take refuge, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Show some respect. What they're hoping that you'll get enlightened. So then show some respect to that, and to learn, is that possible that I will get ever enlightened? It's possible. Look around. Read the biography. These are all human who reach. It's not like someone who has like 5 heads. It's like same like us. So then study how one can reach, you know. So then this is very important, showing some respect. Don't just call my best friend, show some respect for their interests. Same like, don't just say take refuge, show some respect for their hope. That they're hoping that you get enlightened. 근데 고요서 아니 다만에 저랑 조신에 가서 너무 좀 전에 고저 공부하다가 가나 이죠 그 뭐시 그래 that's why we should feel sad. The enlightened being that doesn't want us to get angry, so now you get angry. You don't get angry because you are angry. You get sad. You get sad, you are angry. You don't get angry because you are angry. So that doesn't make sense. You only get sad because that, like the Buddha really, the enlightened beings want you to not to get angry. Because why? They want you to get enlightened. Oh, no. Gana yi je wa je de gan zu mi pa be de mai pa zu chen lo da din ji yu na o san jie da ji de be nam la mi ya. Ni ga de ji me da. Din ni jin de ta du ji de yang. Be na yi ju ji ge ran ge kun zu lo. Mi de mi ti do mi shi la zhe wa de jing wa yin nam. O mai nam. De da chen ma du no kun zu ran ge chu lu de yang da ba ni ne ji me la. If someone who believes in God, creators, the infinity loves, according to the teachings, they also there's like when I was in monastery, I like to read. I think I probably read Bible many times, like in Tibetan, because there's many stories that I like to read. There's many stories. So. So I met one student in Greensboro, the University of Greensboro, when I'm teaching there some classes. So he's Christian, but he's very much interested in Buddhist philosophy. And I promised him I'll give him he's studying Tibetan. I told him I'll give him the Bible in Tibetan language. Then he kind of looked at me like, is it even possible? I said, yes, it's very possible. It's all translated in English. And I have one. So I brought it here, so then after that I never saw him again. So anyway, so then one time, there's a restaurant called New Monday here near Raleigh. There's one restaurant. One of the center members took me there for lunch. I was sitting there, and one lady came by and he asked me, but of course, sorry. And he said, "Are you Tibetan?" I said, yes. Then she said, wait, yes. She ran into her car, brought one brochure. It's in Tibetan. What I consider in the middle of North Carolina is about Jesus, the Christian. How that happened, like where you created that karma. Where I created that karma. So talking about karma is in Tibetan. You are not going to find that many Tibetan in North Carolina, first of all. Maybe I'm the only Tibetan monk in whole of North Carolina. How that coincidence, like finding me in New Monday, not at the Kadamatan. I was like, she apparently realized it's in Tibetan language. And she was so excited that not able to give, I'm the only person she's going to find to give the brochure to. I was kind of excited too, like same time kind of like surprised, like how that happened. Like Tibetan, I think I still have that pamphlet there. So you never know when things are going to happen, where things are going to happen. You never know. So here was says like, if somebody believes in the creators, they usually look up to them. Their prime message is to be kind, compassionate. So if they can't do that, so then deep down they know they are not really look up to them. They are like how you say, they don't really live up to. They are like object of refuge. Hope they don't live up to their expectations. Just then like talking here, it's not walk the talk, it's just talk. Dini Dijin Shakba, Nichi, Dini Dijin Shakba, Nichi is. Orande Yana Dovani, Jide, Dunga Sawa, Dini, the Tede, Dagi Tato Dini Chas. Very strong word. Last stanza.
Verse
So
100.
then finally, patience is gone now, almost gone. About to go home. Finish, yeah.
Verse 127. Reverence for beings will rejoice the Buddhas, excellently bringing welfare for myself. It will likewise drive away the sorrows of the world and will therefore be my constant practice.
Pena Jabo Hamasi Jungi, Kusavana, Chindia Nawa, Mindo, she do Nana, Kundula Tiku Chaka. Josaka, Kundu, Java Ribuji, 20 years. So, like, same like, like delegation from countries, like ambassador from the countries. They kind of represent the countries. So, therefore, you like show some respect to that for sake of the country where that what they're representing. Kunzu Jagaba Riboji, Tejan, Jindia, Yandaji, Tejan, Jindia, Yandaji, don't know, Simjia, Tamji, Tanjit, and Namji Gunjabado, Simjian, civilization. All the sentient beings that under the care of all the enlightened being and bodhisattvas, each and every sentient being under the care of all the Buddhas and the bodhisattvas. So if you cause some like harm to sentient beings, of course, so then indirectly probably causing like no, when you get enlightened, you don't become like emotionless. You still have emotions. You are not like say you have no feelings. It's not true. So like especially bodhisattva, so like hurting sentient beings is like indirectly making them sad, making them sad. It says here giving them. I'm not sure. This book has been translated from English to Tibetan. So I'm not sure whoever translated. In the philosophy, logically, it doesn't make sense. Here, they say we give them suffering. I don't think they want to get enlightened. Nobody can give you sufferings. I don't think so. But it's kind of like, so I mean here, like it logically doesn't make sense. Giving them suffering, logical doesn't make sense. Or technical doesn't make sense. The power meaning, it makes them uneasy. So therefore, needs to be super cautious. The bottom line here, harming other is not good. Whether that create uneasy for all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, practically hard to say. But it's not good things. Harming others, not good things. As I mentioned many times, everybody looking for something good. If you harm someone, so you are destroying what they're looking for. They are not going to be appreciated. Then you end up with one more enemy. That's not good. Need to think in practical level, not good thing. If we make other beings happy, that's good things to do. Then is so that action create the cause for your enlightenment. 100% sure. 100% sure. It will cause something good in the future life, 100% sure. No doubt, no doubt. It's a good thing to do. Because why? Everybody likes to love, everybody wants to be loved, everybody wants to be cared. That's the fact, that's the reality, that's the fact. Whenever you travel, if you be nice to some, generally speaking, if you be kind to someone, that person will be kind to you. It's just natural law of causality. Natural law of causality. Generally speaking, not every time. Unfortunately, sometimes people take advantage. There's doesn't happen all the time, but it happens occasionally. So properly, then another way to look, giving you opportunity to practice patience, maybe to protect yourself. Because you have another tool to use. You have not just one tool, many tools. Or like, or looking at how much they make. All day long, hard labor, physical labor, they make $5. To cheat you $1. Is that a big deal? It's not really a big deal. When you look at this another way, just forget about Dharma, just look at the realities. Don't act like you are cheated like $100. Don't act like that. Just $1. How much they make? $5. How? No sitting on the computer, hard labor, physical labor all day long, carrying 50 pounds up and down. So you can let it go easily. You can let it go. You can sympathize with that. Just rejoice. You create merit. Instead of thinking, "Oh, I was cheated." Not really. That's not no. So they usually get benefit like that. Making others happy, that 100% become the cause for our own enlightenment, future enlightenment. No question. There's no question. So, Tana minimum at least, at least in this life, you'll be happier. Very true. Very true. You feel good because you help someone. You feel good. You never feel bad helping someone. You feel bad if hurting someone. That's why you feel bad. You will never ever feel bad helping someone. Never. Even people like what you did for them, they will like. Once you told them, you end up with one more friends. In next life, become more physically more attractive. But that's not the only goal. That's not the only thing that you achieve. Many quality follows. Possess some kind of like powers. Less disease. Also helps to achieve another human body in next life. That's how you get better. So you get enlightened, better. So that's what I've been saying. Don't ever think like, when you think about spiritual practice, don't ever think like always sitting like this. That's not the only thing to do the spiritual practice, just sitting like this. No. Helping others is spiritual practice. It is Dharma. Helping others is Dharma. So now you clearly see here, His Holiness has been saying that. Is the basic part, foundation of the basic part. The basic foundation of the path, helping others. So be liu ke chimbo din liu jibe mongji yin la, liu jibe mongji la. Or liu jibe no no ndo rama jinti ji nimi ye sheba je shin jibe mbala. So this, he's only saying this chapter number 6 is the foundation for the chapter number 8. The message of bodhicitta in chapter number 8 is like the foundations. 예배는 내가 먼저 랑 진지지 님이 시바진데 신입에 신제를 제다 주는 거 된지였어. 지금 다윗 두신이 장주심 가지 조이 갈대다고 식지고 제사식 나까지 전부 까지 지금 미시 뭐 유튜브에 만지 냠내 추진 페이지를 seeing someone as an enemy that itself becomes the obstacle, the biggest obstacle for you to succeed in bodhisattva practice. So therefore, whatever ways, studying Shantideva chapter number 6, Guide to Buddhist Way of Life, Shantideva give us so many suggestions here, advice, or you find your own way how to, even though they don't have positive intention to benefit you, their only intention to harm you, but that because of their intentions, you receive the opportunity to practice patience. Is there any way you can see that person as doing something good? Something good. Is there any way? Is there any? Is it possible? Is there any way you can see something positive rather than just 100% negative? You get nothing. You end up with nothing. You get nothing. You end up with nothing. Is there any way to see something positive? Sake of what? Sake of your own future enlightenment. That's all. So now the little bit left, so maybe finish now. Patient class done. It's only commentary from his own is left a little bit. So patient is done now, finally. Thank you for all your patience. Now all your patients become one big patience. We all share from now on till we get enlightened. All right? Finally, patient class done. Time is over. So next class, so whatever you want to learn, please send email to Donasi or Linda. So what subject you want me to teach? Then based on that, I'll decide. Okay? Oh, yeah. So thank you very much, all your patience for the patient class for many, many months. Oh, yeah.
So in the Gold Prayer Book, please turn to page 100. Saji perki shuxing metok tamri rablin shi ni degen padi sangye shingdu mikte uwa hidoku namdak shingla chirpasho jetsulame kuterapten Chinam katrile chokchuge padang lozan tempe den mesasum gido emunsel talk to negyuchik idam guru ratamadalakam niryatayami. Okay, now turn to page 235 to 236 and we'll recite stanzas 1 through 5. Gewadi nududak lama sangye du gyune do wa chi kyang malupa de sala gerpa shok janchu sencharin poche ma ke panam ke gyuchik ke wanyam pa me payang gone gondu pawa shok jampel pawa jita kempada kudu zampo de yande shinte de da kungi jesu da loche ke wadida tanche raptungo du sun shepe gewa tanche ki ngawa gan la chotu nga pade da she gewe tawa di kunkyang sampo chirab tu ngawa gi da gi jine sape gewa di tendan dowa kun la gampe dan ke par jesun lo zanda pai tempe nimpo rindu selje sho. Now the long life bears, first for his holiness on page 244. Ganirawe kowe shinkam de pendan dewa malu juwene chenre zigwan tenzing yatso I jape site bardu tengu chi. Then on page 245, so make it small. The one for Sergei Cancer Rinpoche Jetson Losandalik. Jonu ie nalang wa shotu awatare tsembara sopa losangewe de ton lek pelcho japshungen lama sowa de. Then on the back cover or inside back cover of the gold prayer book, a prayer for the swift return of Lama Zopa Rinpoche, peerless teacher and assembly of the children of victorious ones, Shravakas and Pratyeka Buddhas, victorious Losang, father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you wore the armor of patience that has never discouraged, incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, to the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of victorious ones, may the smile of a new reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And then 7 Tara mantras for Geshe and Geshe Sampo Song, happy, healthy lives. Om tare tu re so ha. 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 Om tare tu re so ha.
Good night, everybody. Thank you. See you next time. Be sure to send me your wishes for the next topic.